Hello everybody and welcome to another video. So I am so incredibly excited to be announcing this massive project, or at least I feel as massive, in this school holidays period. Of course, to many people this will just be the regular time of the year. I know most adults don't generally take much holidays, but this is directed at, yes, everyone, but in particular, those kids watching. So parents, if you're watching this, get your kids watching this video. It's one that you're not going to want them to miss, and kids, well, get your adults on. This is going to be a really fun project. It's going to be a 3-part series. At the moment, I believe it's going to be 3 parts. And it's going to help each and every single person watching this to buy their very own 1-ounce silver coin. Now, yes, this idea may sound a bit over the top, but no, that's the project we're embarking on. We're going to teach you how to save and create that income in a matter of a week. We are also going to look at how you can buy the best bang for your buck and also get something that you really like. And then, of course, we will have that superb unboxing moment with the real silver. So today is actually not just an intro video, today is part 1. We're going to look at how you can raise the funds in order to be able to buy your very own coin. And I've thought of everything because I know that at the current times we are in a very difficult situation based on what everyone's like. Obviously myself in Melbourne right now, we're in a stage 4 lockdown due to the coronavirus. I hope I'm not going to get demonetized. I don't even have any money coming from YouTube. But yes, coronavirus is causing a bit of a disturbance in people's lives, and that's something that we're not just going to push aside. So this is going to be partly helpful if you're in a coronavirus lockdown. If you're in regular times, then they'll also be helpful for you. And I'll also give you some ideas that you can do with parents and without parents, and some ideas that can actually be an ongoing thing that can continue to create income for you. So I've thought of lots of really good ideas to help you save up that money, and we'll have a look at the most efficient as well as the other options. So of course there are lots of options, but the first one is to start a business. And that may sound very over the top and like a really big thing to say, but let's hop into it. So, starting a business. Now, this is actually a route that I took myself as part of an income to generate, and that is a really, really simple topic when you actually think about it. So, a business could be anything you want. It could be creating things and then selling them. You could be painting artworks and selling them. Maybe not the best way to do it, but make it something that you really enjoy doing. Personally, I found that being able to buy certain bits of gold and silver online is a really efficient way to find it, and then you can resell them. So we're talking more rare coins and stuff like that. But obviously, to start a business, you're going to have money to start it with. So that's why I don't think it's a great option in this scenario. But if you have some money that you want to put into it and create an ongoing income, this is definitely the best way to create an ongoing income, in my opinion, for sure. And I'm sure it is in your opinion as well. So that's the first one. I personally think it's a really efficient one, but again, it does take a startup. So let's think of some ones that you can do with zero money to start up. Now, the first one that I think is going to be the best for most kids watching this, and that is doing chores. It sounds very simple, it may be a bit tedious, but if it gets you this shiny bit in your hands, trust me, you are not going to regret it. So chores are a really good way to develop income. I understand that, of course, it is a really difficult time at the moment for a lot of families across the world, and if doing chores isn't something that your parents can pay you for, well then stay tuned for the rest of the video because we've got more to look at. But what you should think about is things that your parents could really use less of. Say they're always doing the dishwasher in the mornings. Well, why don't you volunteer to do the dishwasher every morning if you can earn a small amount? So one way that I think is a really good system to hold by is getting your age a week. So if you're 8 years old, you'll get $8 a week. But that's based on the chores you're doing. So I'd recommend that you sit down with your parents and come up with a list of chores that you think warrants you getting paid $8 a week. It may be that each morning you empty the dishwasher and you also take the dog for a walk 2 times a week, or you take the bins out on the morning. So you come up with your parents and decide upon these chores and make sure that you're both happy with them, because if your parents aren't happy with them, then they may feel like you're not earning that money, and if you're not happy with it, you may be feeling like you're doing way too much. And given that they are the people paying you, you might as well make it something that they agree with as well. So let's hop on to the next the next option. If your parents can't really pay you an allowance, and of course that is perfectly understandable, and that's why we have more options. Let's head on right about now. Yes, that's right. I believe I would have put a title there. Find stuff around the house that you have absolutely no use for. See, here I don't actually have anything. I would never sell them, but my scissors. Say you find something you have absolutely no use for around your house. Maybe it's some old weird jewelry, or it's a keyboard, or it's a scissors. You can always sell them on eBay, and this is something that you can do with or without your parents. Obviously, if you are a kid that is younger than myself, I guess, so if you're around 8 to 10 years old, this may be a bit hard to manage by yourself on eBay or such platforms, but if you're a teenager, 15, 16, I know that we have those sort of viewers, then this can be something that is really manageable by yourself. Find old things around the house that you can sell. Ask your parents first, of course. You don't want to go selling some old stuff thinking that it's junk and realize that it was actually really special to them, and be willing to give them a cut of it. Quite obviously they paid for it in the first place, so technically they deserve all the money, but since you're doing all the effort, you can afford to take a commission from it. So that's a really easy way to make some money, and it's quite an efficient way as well if you want to develop an income. Okay, so we're at the end now, and, well, not the end, the last of the tasks, and that is something that's not COVID friendly. So obviously this is if you're in a country area, you don't have really much restrictions going on, and that's all those sort of household chores for neighbors and stuff like that. So you could mow their lawns. I know that pays really well. I know some families that pay up to $50 to mow their lawns, which is ridiculous. You can do all their gardening. That also pays really well. You can start a lemonade stand. Be creative with what you do, because things that don't depend on a fixed rate are really good in creating an option for yourself to gather the income really quickly. So that's pretty much it for this, and we'll see how quickly you can get that right about now. So depending where you choose to buy your silver from, whether it be a dealer or a forum or a website other than the dealership, for example, Silver Stackers Forum is one that I use quite commonly, you'll have to figure out the amount of money that you're going to need to raise. So if you're using a dealer, most dealers like Bullion Now or Anasile Bullion, all those sort of Melbourne-based or even Australia-based things, if you are in the Australian area or if you are overseas, you've got your own local dealer that you can search up. I will find some options for both of the areas, but you find those areas and you've got to find out what their delivery price is, because quite obviously I know that dealers like Bullion Now, they put really good security and insurance and fast delivery on their deliveries. So it costs you $17.50 to get shipped out to yourself, which is quite obviously a lot. If you can go there in person, in a different place, obviously we're in stage 4, but if you can pick it up yourself, then that's going to save you a lot of money and make it a lot less of what you have to earn to create enough profit to buy your things. But if you are selling stuff around the house on eBay, you can quite quickly manage the, say, $60, $50 you'll need to buy your silver, because the silver is going to cost you at the low end $45 at the moment, and then obviously add some premium for the shipping. So I'd say between 50 and 60 is what you'll need to raise in order to buy your ounce of silver, and that is quite achievable with the eBay option. Maybe not as much with the business option. Definitely easy to do with the mowing lawns and starting other small side hassles like that. And the allowance can also, and chore money, can build up if you're doing heaps of stuff. Maybe work on some projects for your parents. Say some of your parents may work in certain areas that are very labor required, I think that's the word, where it takes a lot of labor to get their stuff done, which means it takes a lot of time. So if it takes a lot of time, then you can help them out a lot and it can earn you a lot more money. So find ways that you can earn that as quick as possible, because I want it to get to you as soon as possible, but this can be a project where you choose to save for. You can try and aim for a week, you can aim for 2 weeks, or you can aim for a month. And all of those are perfectly understandable, and I think that at the latest you can all make it by a month. I believe in every single one of you. There is the potential within every person watching this video because you have the spark to come and watch this. Now, I think that's pretty much it in deciding how you're going to raise the money. If you have any questions whatsoever, please feel free to ask me below because this is a lesson. It is partly a teaching video, I guess, and I'm here to help. I want to help every single one of you, and I'm going to be doing this myself. That's right, I'm going to try and earn this money myself as well, and I'll buy alongside you guys. I thought I'd join in the project because I'd love to get an ounce of silver again to myself. That's all for now in this video. I will think about putting up a live stream so that we can all chat together in person, answer some questions on the stream. That'll be sometime later this week if it does happen. And you can all let me know how well you guys have been doing in raising your money. I don't know if many people will come, but we'll see how it works. That's all for now, guys. Stay tuned for the live stream for the update. And that's all for now. I've said that's all for now several times. Until next time, good luck raising your money and see ya!